Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Ray Anthony. Now the starting group for Orlando. Stoudemire out there with Robinson. Then there's Carter. Then it's Gilbert Arenas. And it's McGrady in at the shooting guard position. And for New York, Worthy out there with Aldridge. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Sprewell in at shooting guard. Now here's Arenas. 3-pointers off the mark. Worthy down low. Defended by Carter. And there's Worthy on the assist by Gasol.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counter play. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Here's McGrady. It's rebounded by Aldridge. And so Aldridge will bring it up for New York. It's good on the putback.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards. Just utterly relentless at how he go at it.
Now here's Arenas. McGrady outside. And Carter has in the corner. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to. I missed that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Runs to the basketball. After Brunson. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Brunson. Pass to Worthy. 6 on the shot clock. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. Worthy's on 1 of 3 on the night. Carter, the best to Arenas. No good on the three. Now, here's Worthy. And here's Brunson on top. That is good. The assist from Worthy.
And in the past few years, Brunson's percentages from the corner has been outstanding, well above league average.
Now, here's McGrady. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
So the battle down low to the offense this time.
The Magic shooting their first free throw in the contest. Leonard, he's checked in for Aldridge. Thorpe, he checked in for Orlando.
Watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
Gasol, Myers Worthy. Nailed from three-point land. Worthy's got 5.
And I like to see this here. Carter is number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Worthy. Fire bouncing in. And the top by Worthy.
He can play full because he gets off the ground so well.
Orlando throws by 6. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Carter for 3. The Magic again can hit.
And not allowing to shoot even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without stopping.
And Orlando has possession. Stolen by Worthy. Now that's broken by New York. And Gasol slams it in.
And being Gasol is 7 feet tall. Duncan probably comes easily. And Dean's going to have to do a better job of getting him off the spot.
McGrady outside. Pass to Ford. 1:33 left to play here in the first. Pocket 6. Here's Arenas. And no good. The tri-spell continuing for him. And that will be 2 free throws coming up. Officials haven't called the foul. First personal foul. That's going to be on Tracy McGrady.
You can't doubt that Sprewell has the talent. When focused, he's an incredibly efficient scorer as well.
And New York making a change here. Towns is checked in. And a switcher also for Orlando. Richmond is checked in for Coke. New York leading by 10. Sprewell, the pass to Towns. Here's Brunson. Back to Towns. Here's Sprewell. Cleans the three-pointer. Sprewell's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Checked in for Gasol, and it's Fox in for Jalen Brunson. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Gilmore, and the rejection by Towns.
Oh, big cat safety, no way. Wow, did he time up that block? Strong defense at the rim.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Good, and it's McGrady who picks up the assist.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Here's McGrady, and it's off from three-point range. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a 10-point game. Hunter gets it over to Worthy. New York, no good that time either. Fires from way outside. And so is New York with a 10-point lead. So breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving a very... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
So on the 4-4 line, we got Gordon's out there with Carter. Then it's in for assignment. And it's Gilmore in at the center. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And a switcher also for Orlando. Barnes is checked in. Baylor dishes to Fox. Pass to Towns. Back to Fox. New York moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three for Doncic. And Doncic with the triple.
And it's so hard to take away a three from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around.
Tipped away. And stolen by Worthy to the inside. Baylor. Basket is good. The assist from Worthy. Worthy's got 3 assists now in this one.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Towns a screen on Simon. And Fox gets it to go. Guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for New York?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play in the first quarter.
And not only that, the reconditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
Stoudemire, he's checked in for Orlando. McGrady comes in for Richmond. The kick out to Barnes. They can't stop the run with that one. New York leading by 18. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A new guy, you can plug in just about anywhere.
That kid takes the lead totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Aldridge the best to Doncic. Shoots over Simon. It's Doncic. That time on the assist by Aldridge.
Oh, nice touch on Luka's mid-range there. The product of a lot of practice time. And that was that.
And here's Barnes for 3. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Aldridge finds Worthy. Brings it up off the blocks. Worthy's got 9.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Here's Sprewell. Makes the rim of a 2-hand slam.
How about the dunk right there? I love seeing him go up with that force.
1:53 left to play in the first half. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Carter kicks to Barnes. Simons with the screen for Barnes. That one falls off Carter's feet.
And nailing the 3 there, he puts a lid on what's been a mighty run by New York.
And so New York calls timeout there first. So New York blew almost an entire new earlier. Now Gasol is checked in for Aldridge. Hunter comes in for Worthy. Anthony's checked in for Baylor. And it's Baylor Brunson for Doncic.
And one area where Brunson improves is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:30 left in the first half of the game. Gilmore passes to McGrady. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing also.
Yeah, and that is key for that. Continuing to build out this lead.
And here's Ramirez outside. The second chance effort. Gilmore, no good. And so Gasol will bring it up for New York. Well, 5 points in the play. Another shot, good.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
23 seconds left to play into the half. Here's Anthony.
I just love his attitude on D. That block shows he isn't giving up anything easy.
McGrady right side. With 1 on the clock. And so it's New York. New York in a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And with as many 3 quarters as they break, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. second. James Worthy having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
We got Jalen Brunson. Foul goes out there with Marcus Aldridge. Then it's Worthy. And it's Sprewell in the two. That's the 5 for New York right now. For New York, they look good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Here's Orlando now. McGrady passes to Arias. Stolen by Brunson. And here's the fast break. Up the floor. Gasol with it. Now McGrady defending. Pass to Sprewell. Takes a 3. Good. And the assist goes to Gasol. Sprewell's got 10 points.
And how about Sprewell? They're dropping one from deep. Really like how he's starting to get a feel for that three-pointer.
Outside Robinson. Back to Arias. Orlando moving the ball around. Now here's Robinson. Back to Carter from downtown. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Connects from three-point range. He's got 12.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Brunson the pass to Springer. After Brunson to the right side. Aldridge. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Gasol against Arias. And Stoudemire in the corner. To the middle. Here's Robinson. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Knocks down the ball.
So many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best.
Back to Arias. Just 5 on the clock. Orlando needs to get and it's Robinson with the jam.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Worthy from outside. And again, New York with a triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Arias against Brunson. They kept it by Gasol.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
Here's Sprewell. Good, and the assist that time by Gasol. Gasol's got his 7th assist in the game. Carter outside. Back to Arias. From outside, off the mark. New York with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Covered from Gasol. Worthy gets to Gasol. It's stolen by McGrady. To the paint. Oh, and that's given by Arias.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Brunson, no good. Here's Orlando now. McGrady outside. Outside for Robinson. Carter outside. Stoudemire with a screen on Worthy. They get it again. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass. Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
Aldridge, good.
Well, for him, it hasn't been a big night. With his reputation, they've used him more as a decoy.
Here's Stoudemire. The shot's good.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the game.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And so it's New York way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. Their defense has been active. I'm going to look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so in the game for the Magic, Tracy McGrady is out there with Andrew Simon. Then it's Stoudemire. Then it's Richmond. And it's Gilmore at the center, filling out the middle.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Richmond with the bucket.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
McGrady outside. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
He checked in for the Magic, and he's good on the second. And he makes all three. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Randall passes to Baylor.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Pass to Stoudemire. Now McGrady. Always going up to the alley here. The slam dunk by Ford.
Throw it his way, and he'll take care of the rest. It's that simple.
Here's Leonard. Good. Here's the score to Magic.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
Here's the Magic now. Richmond issues to McGrady. Ford with a screen on Leonard. McGrady outside. Back to Richmond. Simon's on the wing. Alternative is through. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. Randall from outside. And Thorpe pulls it down. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Simon from outside. It's rebounded by New York. Outside, Towns. Three-pointer, Randall. It's a three-point bomb. Randall's got his first 3 points of the game.
Look, for this offense, Randall being an effective catch-and-shoot option is crucial.
Here's Simon. Again, Simon's missing. And so here is New York. Out to the wing. Towns for three. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, with his mechanics and size, when Towns spots up, it's tough to disrupt his shot.
Leonard against McGrady. Here's Thorpe. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And Leonard is such a tough cover. He's so good at baiting the D into foul.
For the Magic, Robinson's checked in for Thorpe. Hunter comes in for Richmond. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Anthony Simons. Robinson is screen on Doncic. Arenas passes to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
What a beautiful delivery there on the pick and roll. Allows him to make that catch in rhythm.
Leonard against Carter. He gets stolen by McGrady. Pushing it up. Pushing it up. Carter. And one.
Defensively, the clock is always
one has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Inside, here's Johnson shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul. Surgical around the line. Robinson forces your hand as a defender.
And New York making a change. Fox is checked in. He doesn't get the second one.
Well, you never want to leave points at the line, especially when you're down late.
Doncic's shot is good.
Well, this is what they want to do. Work for high percentage looks.
And it's Orlando's ball. Arenas kicks to Cook. With some arc, he gets it in there. And stolen by Arenas. McGrady outside. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A quarter-million showing in front of a crowd that
This game should really be a defining.
Welcome everyone, let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with me tonight, Greg Anthony and Jim Lakeland. So New York starting five. Here's Stahl out there with Aldridge. Then Jalen Brunson. Then it's Worth. And it's Sprewell in at the shooting guard position. And we go Pelicans. We got Barish. Drexler is out there with Dumars. Then it's Malone. And it's Pettit in at the power forward. Now, here's Worthy. Pass to Gasol. Back to Worthy. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Always good to see the ball go through the net early. You know they're going to win on that thing.
Dumars with it. Brunson covering. Back to Dumars. 5 on the clock. Here's Pettit. Fires from 18. Misses off the left iron. Here's Gasol. And it's all pulled on Pau Gasol. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Now, here's Dumars. And just about a minute into the first quarter. After Bennett beyond the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Gasol. It's good.
And we rave about Powell's touch, but how about his toughness? Willing to just go to battle inside.
And here's Parrish. Drexler with it. And Gasol sends it back.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job putting his hand up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection. And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing, that was amazing. Oh, my goodness.
There's just an electricity to what Drexler can do. The ability, the creativity, once in air, that's a lead out stuff.
Clearly caught on that shot outside the whistle blow. New York shooting their initial free throws in the game right here.
And you know with some players, it's more than just the numbers. He provides things for this team that don't always show up in the stat sheet.
And one of the responsibilities of being a great player is making free throws.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really, the defense fouling there is but that's exactly what you need to do.
Norland's ready to switch here. Foxes check in, and New York does a change here too. Leonard's check in. And finish off by Worthy.
And you see how Brunson fine-tuned his playmaking ability. That pass on time and on point.
Here's Drexler. Pass to Parrish. Malone at the elbow. Takes it off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Leonard puts it over to Worthy. New York moving the ball around. Down low. Stolen by Wilson. The free ball. The shot's good from Worthy. Worthy's got 8 points.
And just so sure of himself, like he just knew that was going in.
Fox for bounce pass. Drexler finds Fox. To the paint, here's Malone. Outside to Drexler. Shot clock at 5. Here on Fox, it's for the second time. That's his first foul.
Great defense. They anticipated the play and got their first quarter.
Jameson is checked in for New Orleans. And a switcher also for New York. Earl Anthony Towns checked in for James Worthy.
Truly skillful 7-foot outside. Doesn't just allow his size to beat others to buckets and boards. There's a finesse to his game most big men don't possess.
No good on the second free throw. Fox looking it over. On the wing, Drexler. Over Urson. It's Drexler that time on the assist by Fox. He's got 6.
These guys are elite from the mid-range.
Leonard prevails to Towns. Here's Shaw along the wing. A good from outside. Leonard against Fox. Here's Drexler. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. New York leading by 8. 6-second difference between shot team and Towns throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just looking to score, that tells you all you need to know.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now Fox. Shoots over Brunson, and Fox gets it to go.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's New York in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident. And hope you enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for New York.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
And their ball pressure has been a major story in this one. Their ability to create turnovers and then turn that into offense. What a huge difference that has made.
Here are the 5 New Yorkers to start here in the second. Fox is out there with Dutch. Then there's Wood. Then it's Carl Anthony Towns. And Snyder at the first. And it was still over the rim. Defensive basket interference. He's changing it up here. New Orleans trails by 6. Fox passes to Malone. That's it. He's now 3 for 3 looking sharp.
And Malone, he is huge. That set forward position, just a muscular phenomenon who just wrecks the opposition. And
Worthy with the bucket.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
To the inside. Fox against Fox. After that, on the arc. Good. It's Fox who picks up the assist.
And Fox is a solid passer. Knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
Doncic finds Worthy. Back to Doncic. He sends a screen for Doncic. Trying to answer that, but that three is off the line. Here's Pettit. Played by Doncic. Here we go. And New York is down to 2 on the bucket from Pettit.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotation and getting the ball in the paint.
And so New York calls timeout at first. On Drexler checked in for Antoine Jameson. And New York making a change here. Pettit's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Sprewell, the pass to Bonner. Aldridge to Sprewell. The three. Bonner no good. And here's New Orleans. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. A pass to Fox. Johnson kicks to Drexler. Here's Bennett. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Elgin Baylor.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen. Oh, and he went to the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. New Orleans trails by 4. Fox passes to Drexler. Just 4 to shoot. It's rebounded by Doncic. Pass to Sprewell. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Can't believe he missed that. Looked like a loss of focus.
That one good for 2. Bennett's got 7 now in his quarter.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Aldridge with a screen on Fox. Way open up there. And New York leads by 5.
And how about Sprewell? They're dropping one from deep. Really like how he started the field for that three-point.
And Willie Green wants to come up. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Solid change for New Orleans. Hayes is checked in from Malone. Millsap comes in for Johnson. And Dumars in for Fox. And then for New York, Towers, he's checked in for Bama. Randall comes in for Baylor. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Randall from outside. And grabs the board. And so is New Orleans with it. Trailing by 5. And he's going up for the alley-oop. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Stolen by Dumars. And now the Pelicans on the break. Outside, Drexler. Back to Dumars. Shot clock at 6. Here he goes. Fires the 3. Drexler, no good. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up 40. They've led by as much as 10. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Pick off in midair. Here's Brunson. And the dunk by Brunson.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half-second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And so we conclude the first half. New York leads by 7. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Kingsworthy having a dominant impact in this game.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusted him in this half.
They got Dumars. He's out there with Drexler. Parrish is out there at Malone. And it's Bennett in the fourth. And that's the group for Billy Green as we begin the second half. Bennett the best to Malone. Malone, the screen on Brunson. Back to Malone. It's rebounded by New York. Gasol passes the three. And he's good on the three ball. Sprewell's got 10.
And what about the way Gasol sees the floor? So gifted at whipping the ball all over to the open man.
And here's Dumars. Still yet to score. Here's Drexler outside. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
And even though he didn't get shot. You love the pressure he puts on the shoot.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Oh, give him credit for spotting the open shooter. That's just great court awareness.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And Malone's teammates oftentimes the beneficiary of his great passing.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. The song and falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. 5 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. Instinct just standing the flank.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Gasol kicks to Brunson. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
Strong move. Brunson just bruising his way inside.
Dumar's the best of it. On the wing, Malone. It's Malone finishing it off.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That was the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Or leave it past the screen. This is the three. Rollins trails by 8. Drexler dishes to Newell. It's nice passing here by New Orleans. Malone against Worth. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And as you can see, that shot is well within his wheelhouse.
Here's Ulrich.
Stifling the offense in close. I love how he got right into their business there.
Inside, and stolen by Aldridge. Over to the wing. Here's Sprewell. Brings it from beyond the arc. Sprewell's got 6 here in this quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Now here's Aldridge. He's running closely. Corner, Worthy. Now the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Up top to Mars. Covered by Worthy. Malone can't hit. Big Art leading by 9. The kick out the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got his 4th assist in this one.
Seems like somebody's got eyes in the back of their head. Great vision there on that.
Outside Dumas. Pass to Drexler. Now here's Malone. Harris with the screen on Wood. 5 to shoot. And the jam by Karl Malone.
And what I appreciate about Malone is he just understands the strength and is incredible at playing too.
Aldridge sets up with it now for Brunson. Brunson the drain. Brunson's got 10.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And so it's New York looking at a 13-point lead heading into. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them and what a beautiful team.
Well, coaches love the selfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And 1:40 to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And New York, looking at who they got. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Mahomes Aldridge. Then there's Towns. Then there's Doncic. And it's Sprewell in the 2. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And forget those threes, Cat. Get the easy ones.
Now, here's Fox. Johnson surveying the floor. side, Fox. Outside, Jameson. Here's Pettit. Wide open shot is on the money.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Pass to Towns. Here's Sprewell. Alder with this beyond Fox. Good on the triple. Sprewell's got 9 points now in just a second.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming up on time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Norland's making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Al Gasol is checked in for New York. And Fox gets it to go.
Over the years, Fox has developed into a consistent three-level scorer.
Doncic against Drexler. Gets it out to Leonard. It's stolen by Johnson. On the wing, Drexler. Johnson outside. Misses the three. New York leading by 15. Doncic. Oh, good. On the layup.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
It's stolen. From deep. Three. Good. And let's see your take, guys, on the hustle stats for New York.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out of transition.
And the relentless pace has really taken a toll on the opposition.
And so is Billy Green here calling timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured. Wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. This halftime, take a look at our player of the game.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good position, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Rebounded by Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up to New York. 18 points separating the team. That's the biggest lead of the game. Malone against Randall. Malone looking around.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he's more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Outside, Fox. Towns sets the pick for Fox. Buries the long-range jumper. Fox has got himself going there. His first points in the game on a deep ball. Here's Malone. The 20-foot jumper. Good. New York lead by 17. Doncic. The lane. The dunk and the foul. Powerhouse move. And he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Joe Dumars. And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
Fox has gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Randall. Off target from outside. As the Pelicans with the ball. Big pass leads him right to the rack. Fox has gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. Millsaps against Randall. For 3. Hands it from downtown. And New York leads by 19.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you do.
And the cold lead is Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game.
New York substitution. Elgin Baylor.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doncic with it. Outside Baylor. Layup, no good. And here are the Pelicans now. 17-point game.
this in a hurry.
That free throw, no good.
Blue team foul.
He hits the second from the line. Outside Anthony. Puts up the three. It's off. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And bring enemy territory no less.
That's exactly right. The way they control the game is the crowd.
Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. We've got some exciting basketball ahead. I'm Kevin Harlan with midnight, Greg Anthony, and Coach Stan Van Gundy. Now the starting group for the visitors. Barbosa is out there, Ginobili. Then Scola, then there's Nocio, and it's Verjao in at the 5 down low. And for New York, you got Worthy. Here's all out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Sprewell in at the shooting guard. And so off the tip, it's New York. This all setting the pin for Worthy. It's good from long range.
And you want to get in a habit of giving them open looks from three. First quarter skills are not who you want to leave open.
Nocio with it. Covered by Worthy. Ginobili with the three. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And this is how assertive Ginobili is. Outstanding with the catch and shoot.
Gasol against Scola. Pass to Ginobili. Tigers from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Ginobili's got 6.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And about a minute gone into the first quarter. Ginobili outside. Back to Barbosa. Brunson with some nice D.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the step. What a defensive effort. Not only pressuring the shooter, but also collecting the miss.
Worthy a screen on Verjao. Here's Aldridge. Nicely bounded by Anderson Verjao.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on switch to basket. On that one, they were there.
Now here's Barbosa. And here's Verjao. Just fine to shoot. Plays it up and makes it in.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Here's Brunson. Aldridge sets up the big line for Brunson. Goes back out. And Aldridge with the lead.
Dominant move by Aldridge on the glass. Just manhandling the defender and then finishes strong.
That's the Nocioni. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And he comes up with a deuce. That's now 8 points for Joe.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Brunson outside. Puts it up from 7.
Well, he timed that block perfectly and got it cleanly without foul.
Now two step in for New York. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Williams. 6 to shoot. On deep, Brunson sinks the triple. And that ties it up.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the three. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Pass to that stands. Now here's Scope. Outside of Ginobili. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Here's the ball. And here we go. Nahara inside. Towns on him. Nahara kicks to Scope. Five on the clock. It's good. The time running down the shot clock. 1:05 left to play in first. And here's Gasol outside. Good on the three-point shot. Gasol's got 5.
There's so much versatility to Gasol's game, including the soft touch from distance.
Pass to Scola. Gasol with the steal. Leonard looking around. Good leg screen by Gasol. Leonard no luck. To the left wing. Here is Nahara. Here's the tip drop. The rebound by Gasol. Here's Sprewell. And it's good on the way.
And how about Sprewell mixing it up inside, getting to a high percentage look there.
And the ball going on that steps. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And so it's New York with it. It's a 3-point game. And it's the whistle. 2 free throws coming out.
And Leonard is such a tough cover. He's so good at beating the D into foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Good on both.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Barbosa, there's the screen. They need this. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through block. New York ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, you can bet their coach is encouraging them to keep up the extra effort. It's more than paying off.
Now here's Vasquez. Hasn't made one yet. And it's Nene, top of the key. Shot clock at 6. Barbosa passes to Vasquez. Less than 3 fly. Gets rebounded by New York. Over in the corner, Doncic. Worthy spin on Barbosa. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Here's it from 3-point range.
And it's so hard to take away a three from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around.
Now here's Barbosa. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. On the way, he flies. Towns sets the pick for Fox. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here is Vasquez. Pass to Nene. To the inside. Doncic with the steal. Towns with it. Picked up by Nene. That bucket in no time at all. Towns has got the lead up to 11 now. Nocioni still without a basket. Worthy out there with Baylor. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Aldridge. And it's Sprewell into the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's Barbosa. They trail by 11. Just 5 on the clock. Screen by Scola. Vasquez passes to Scola. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Sprewell. Basket is good. The assist from Worthy. Sprewell's got 5.
And you know what? They've done a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
Scola can't just miss after this right now. And here's Aldridge. She'll bring it up for New York. Pass to Baylor. Stolen by Barbosa. And now here comes Vasquez leading the break. Nocioni picks to Barbosa. So here's Scola. Aldridge is covering. And stolen by Aldridge. Right wing. Here's Sprewell. Shot is good off the back wingman in. 7 points in the game. And let's get you take on the hustle steps for New York.
Well, the coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter.
First personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for New York. Anthony Towns. Jalen Brunson.
Here's Ginobili. He's got 8. Pass to Vasquez. And here's Scola. They set the pick to the paint. Doncic. Oh, he blocked it. Deflects off the backboard. 4 on the clock. 1:44 left in the first half of basketball. Nice shot by Aldridge.
And they're getting plays. They're getting stops. This is how they like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Baylor at the steal. And here's Brunson outside. And the free ball is good. Brunson's got 6.
And in the past few years, Brunson's percentages from the corner has been outstanding, well above league average.
Vasquez, that's good.
And finally, with some offense, he stops a 17-0 run by New York.
And here's Brunson outside. 6 to 3-pointer. Brunson's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for New York. Vasquez passes to Ginobili. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Nocioni. A 3 nailed from 3-point land.
Hey, that's how it goes. She's just answering back.
New York leading by 20. The kick out to Towns. Outside over. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for that. Continuing to build out this lead.
And so is New York. Fighting on with a 23-point lead heading into the break. A 3-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
They're thinking about the shot.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
And that's Ginobili. Coach Sidney out there with Scola. Now there's Barbosa. And it's Verjao in at the 5. Robinson, right side. And that's it on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
No Sione with it. Nothing on the board. Trying to find Scola. He's got it now. And the dunk by Scola.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Second up rolling along now. Really left away that. Brunson's got 12.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
There's no Sione. This rebounded by New York. Worthy from outside. Ginobili grabs the board. Outside, Scola. Ginobili. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And that's a well-earned foul for the end. Ginobili was so ready to sacrifice himself on that play.
New York leads by 21. Worthy with a clean look. Cruz it from outside. He has 6.
Yeah, he was ready to fire that ball the moment it hit his hands.
Checked in for Aldridge. And Anthony subbed in for James Worthy. Here's Nocioni. Covered by Anthony. That's to Nocioni. Ginobili outside. Now to 5 on the shot clock. Very shot down low. He is defended by Gasol.
That's a great trip. You always want to end up with those close looks.
Anthony in the corner. Gasol set the bid for Anthony. And again, it's New York.
How about Carmelo's handle? They're staying patient and creating for himself out of the offense.
That's the Verjao. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Misses the lane. Shoots the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Barbosa by Ginobili. Scola sets a screen for Ginobili. Brunson against Barbosa. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Here's Sprewell. And again, New York with the triple.
And how about Sprewell? They're dropping one from deep. Really like how he's starting to get a feel for that three-pointer.
On his way from Barbosa for 2. That's to Nocioni to stop the run. It's rebounded by New York.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play and turn things around.
Now here's Barbosa. Back to Ginobili. To the wing right side. No COE for 3. That ball's a nice feed that time for Mama Ginobili.
And that unpredictable nature of Ginobili, it can be frustrating for the defense, especially when he's cutting them to pieces with his passing.
And here's Martin from the arc. Hits it from 3-point line. Stands on the board with 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Drills the 3-pointer.
Such a fast player. Barbosa gets the ball, and in just a moment, it seems like his shot is already through the net.
The 3 from Anthony. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, his touch is there that time. What a silky
Barbosa on the wing. And Luis Scola, the bucket, and the assist by Barbosa. Scola's got 6. And here's Barbosa. What a play! Simply dreams it at the buzzer.
And now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. New York ahead, running away with this one. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level kick. What a great pass.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Fox in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now. Vasquez can't get it to go. Vasquez has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Nene outside. Over to the left wing. Nocioni kicks to Vasquez. Pass to Ginobili. 6 on the shot clock. Gets rebounded by New York. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fox with it. Scola covering. Scola against Fox. Launches it. Bangs on the trifecta.
Whether it's with scoring or passing, Fox generates a lot of offense out of the pick and roll.
Kicks it out to Ginobili. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And so it's New York with it. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. To the middle. Pass to Nocioni. Back to Ginobili. Here's Nocioni for the 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
Attacking from range there with some serious confidence.
Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Ginobili.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Here's Nene. And it's good. 2 points. Nene's got his first basket.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game. Phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
And here's Leonard from 3. He can't get it to go. Ginobili gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target. Randle from outside. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, every season, Randle works on his range because he understands the importance of stretching the floor at his position.
Ginobili draws it up. And Scola in the corner. Nocioni for 3. Julius Randle with the rebound. And so here is New York. Is Leonard missing? Knocks it loose. Fox with the steal. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Fox.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for 1 more coming up. First, Gustin Ginobili to the free throw line. It's on Luka Doncic. A different look for New York. Anthony comes in for Leonard, and it's Baylor in for Fox.
And whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Ginobili makes an impact. Single player, easy. Good luck that. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Down low, it's stolen by Anthony. Outside Baylor. Going inside, and the top by Baylor.
Oh man, that was a loud bucket.
It's Ginobili with the drive. Here's Barbosa. No good that time. Good work defensively by Baylor. Barbosa's got just 1-7 shots to go. The shot by Anthony, no good. 43 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Pass to Joe. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So the wing on the left. Three-pointer, Randall. Drills it from outside.
Look, for this offense, Randall being an effective catch-and-shoot option is crucial.
Ocione passes the scope. Now Ocione. Bill way to go